Here's how to instantly create and share schedules with your non-desk teams and ensure every shift runs smoothly from one place. This is the best tool for employee scheduling and for managing your employees, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm Pallen, a brand strategist. Welcome to my channel where I promise practical advice to build your brand. Today we're talking all about a platform that is going to make scheduling so much easier. Connecteam will save you hours. No need to waste valuable minutes trying to understand what's going on. They're sponsoring today's video, but I'm talking about it because I love it, and I especially love how it can be used for this purpose. It will help you get a clear planning view in one place, see employee availability, things like who's available to work, what days and hours your employees prefer to work, and who's not available at all. Let's jump right into it now and take a closer look together. Have you ever been faced with the daunting task of manually scheduling your employees? If so, you know it's a nightmare, and that's probably what brought you to this video. Typically, scheduling involves a dispatcher painstakingly matching each job, location, and need with the right person, vehicle, or resource in a manual, tedious process like I'm showing on screen. So how might Connecteam help you with this challenge? I'm certainly going to show you. From the dashboard, I'm going to select job scheduling here on the left-hand side of the menu, and then I'll click into my job scheduler. On the left-hand side, you can see my team at a glance, as well as their shifts, which I've started adding to the schedule. I'd say for starters, Connecteam drastically cuts planning time by allowing you to quickly build schedules like this using templates. Let me show you. Under the actions menu here, we can save this week as a template. I'll wait to do that once we finish it. We can also load a week template. And here under add, useful controls like adding from shift templates, importing shifts from Excel if you use it, and then single and multiple shifts, as well as adding unavailability. Templates make this so easy, so do duplications. So here I'll duplicate a single shift, click and drag that over. Not just duplicates, but also multi-duplicates. You can set a number here. I'll leave it at 2, but I'll click duplicate, and that's gonna give me 2 shifts. This is so fast. And on the topic of speed and duplication, let's click actions right up here. By the way, this little green dot means that I have accepted this shift in the role of an employee. When I click actions here, we can save this week as a template. Let's call it weekly schedule. It will save these 10 shifts. As well, I can click forward and very easily select copy previous week. And just like that, the week is copied over. And that's not the only efficiency. Let's actually click into a shift for a moment. You've got the ability to make shifts reoccurring. So here we'll click does not repeat, which is the default setting, and I can actually have it repeat here based on weekly, monthly, daily settings. And here I would just adjust accordingly based on how often it repeats. I'll click save repeat for this example. After using Connecteam for this purpose precisely, I can say with confidence that this is a great solution to turn scheduling nightmares into streamlined, efficient processes. And now hopping over to the app to give you the view from the employee standpoint, this is what it looks like. I can see my scheduled shifts. When I click the Everyone tab at the bottom, I can see everyone else's shift. And now under Availability, I can mark when I am unavailable. In the app, I can also set my preferred working hours. So this is just another aspect that shows you how easy and time-saving it is to be using Connecteam. Back over on the Only Me tab, I'll actually click into a shift. Shift details can have many details attached to it, including checklists. Here you can see I've completed all my checklist items. In addition to checklists, you can have forms and so much more. From here, I can actually click Open Time Clock to punch into my shift as well. So basically everything you would ever need to do, you can do with ease directly from the app. Once you have a sense of your availability for scheduling, you can start dispatching, whether you're scheduling shifts for teams or customers. It's easy and with compliance in mind. That's important. I'll explain. There are a few instances where Connecteam will help you avoid costly mistakes by setting regulatory limitations, spotting inconsistencies. I won't show you every instance, but let's just keep this simple using the same example. Have a look at this little eye in the red circle that pops up here, conflicts. Luckily, there are no conflicts to display right now. Everything is running smoothly, but I could, for example, set some scheduler limitations. You'll see lots of options for scheduling here. Let me click this as an example. The default is 40 hours a week, but let's say I don't want people to work more than 10 hours a week. When I go to click Save Changes, that's going to show me that actually 2 of my employees have already reached their weekly hour limit. In this case, published shifts as well as draft shifts. So Connecteam is really good when it comes to preventing issues like double bookings or even ensuring equal distribution of shifts. So you can distribute schedules in a single click, which pushes it instantly to their phones where it can be approved, rejected, or communicated further. This gives you the certainty any manager or business owner wants that your team will actually show up for their shift. I left some of these shifts as examples. So let's say since I'm overtime on Lauren's schedule, I'll drag this to my own. I'll click confirm the details, and when I'm ready, I can single click publish. In this case, I want to show you that Connecteam is always adhering to those limitations that you set, in this case warning me that the weekly limit has reached, but I still have the option to publish anyway, which I'll do. Hopping over to the app, look, there's already a push notification that a new shift is published on Thursday, January 11th. Let's open it. And there's my shift with all the details that I just saw over on desktop, and as the employee here, I also double as the admin in this case, but I have the option to accept, reject, as well as open these specific shift tasks for this. Now let's say I want to find a replacement. I don't have to go to my manager and ask and have this whole conversation. I'm just going to click find replacement. Here I can select my replacement. They'll notify me when the replacement responds. As well, replacements can also be approved upon admin approval, all according to the settings that you've chosen. And I just love that this totally removes my manager, who's already busy enough, from having to worry about this decision. For now, I'll just click accept and you can see how this looks. I'll accept the morning shift and I can add a note if I want, click accept again. And there we go. It shows my status as accepted. So many back and forth phone calls decreased. And I also love that staff can connect their work schedules to their personal calendars, making it super easy to manage their time. The last set of features that I want to show you in this video are related to ways that Connecteam can also help you with your day-to-day. To me, as a busy business owner, I've already seen what I need to know that this is the platform that's going to make my life a lot easier. But these handful of features, I feel, push it even over the edge more to solidify how awesome Connecteam is, the depth at which these features go into detail without the interface being overwhelming. Check this out. We click onto a sample shift. Here we click this little bell, which will not only notify the users, we have that option right here, but you can even customize the notification that these users will receive. I might put something here like making the change we discussed. Click confirm and publish, and I know that notification is on its way. I'll click settings up here, and let's click over to notifications. Again, a whole slew of controls here without it being overwhelming. How about these controls right here, which are designed to prevent no-shows? For example, if a user didn't check into a shift that started 15 minutes ago, they'll receive a push notification, or web push, or email. The time clock is synced with the schedule, and therefore you can receive notifications when employees don't punch in on time. Every business is totally different, so you can spend some time in here really customizing this for your own. Automating shift reminders, finding quick replacements via the app if a no-show occurs. Also the ability to hop over here to the chat. Let's say I want to have a conversation about something. I could do that absolutely here in the chat. No need for calls, texting, notes. Everything is in one place. Finally, let's hop over to the time clock. I'll click here. In the time clock, you can record accurate work hours by having your staff clock in and out from their phones, instantly calculating overtime, breaks, time off, being able to export timesheets directly to other providers like Gusto, QuickBooks, Xero. I talk all about this in a dedicated video on my YouTube channel, which I'm going to link to on screen right now if that is something you're interested in checking out. In fact, I talk a lot about Connecteam on my channel because I am a huge believer of this platform for not only scheduling your employees or for having a time clock so your team can clock in and out, but literally every aspect of your business it can help you with. So there you go. That's Connecteam. It's an awesome way to not only manage scheduling, but also run your business. I've talked about several of its features here on my YouTube channel because I'm a big believer in this platform for managing, training, and communicating with your non-desk workforce. I'm linking to this fantastic platform in the description below. Definitely check it out. It is free to get started. It also offers a 14-day free trial, no credit card required, and it's completely free on this plan for companies up to 10 employees. Even better. If you've got any lingering questions, comment below. Let's keep the conversation going on down there. Respond to those personally. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. That helps other people discover these videos, which we work hard to create for you. And subscribe for more of my videos on branding, positioning, building, and promoting your brand. Thank you, Connecteam, for sponsoring this video. Next, I'm sharing a few videos I think you'll be interested in. I'm Pallen. Thanks for watching. Those coming up next.